I got an issue with people pretending they like what they don't. Please don't bring up my issues unless you gon' deal with your own. Please don't try to pretend like you keep it real though. Yeah, it's funny that you got a lot of money, but that money doesn't buy you skills though. I don't care if I am on the billboards, on the killing spree, I'm about to kill more. Got a chain on you pay the mill for. I mean, what?
Yo, what is going on, y'all? It's your boy VeLL back with another Mobile Legends video, and I wanted to talk about how to properly play Alpha. So obviously when it comes to how to properly play heroes, it's really just an opinion because there's multiple different ways to play heroes. That's why when I create a build video, sometimes I see negative comments, people saying, no, this will never work, because they play the hero differently, because certain people don't understand that it doesn't matter what build that you have. Like, honestly, you could go into, if I say that you should have all damage on a hero and someone else says you should have all health on that hero or all defense, neither one is wrong. It just depends on how you play that hero. So basically, it's impossible to have a wrong build unless the build is just completely just crazy, like putting a bunch of health and no damage on somebody that's meant to do damage and not be a tank. Yeah, it's kind of, they're not going to be able to do their role, and then they're not really going to be a good tank, and they're not going to be a good person dealing damage. So then that is a bad class. That's just bad all around. But anyway, let's get right into how to use Alpha. So the way that I would go about using Alpha in this new stun meta is I would use him as more of a lurker. Like, I know that he's an amazing head-on type of player because he scares people, honestly. Like, if Alpha comes there, people back up. People are not going to keep being all confident and stuff. They're not going to walk up and try to challenge Alpha, because everything that this man does literally slows people down. He stuns in every way, and he has the worst stuns in the game probably. But even though he's one of the scariest players to go head on with, still, even after the nerf, I still think you should consider utilizing him in a more passive manner, which means like just waiting in bushes sometimes, waiting in grassy areas, just waiting and just calculating, seeing what the enemy team is going to do, then just jumping out and targeting certain people, get certain people down quickly, and then take out other people if there's more people there. So it's about selecting the proper targets, select the right targets. Like, you're supposed to know the game. You're supposed to be looking at the leaderboards inside of the game and seeing who has the most kills, who's the most fed right now, who is the biggest threat to this team. And once you know who the biggest threat to this team is, and once you know the players that's doing the most work, you know which players to attack instantly. If there's a healer there, you might want to attack her very, very quickly, because obviously it's only one healer right now. But yeah, if they have a healer, you should attack her first. Like, you just really have to know who to attack, when to attack them, and you just catch people off guard. Like, that's what I do all the time. Like, I'll just hide in a bush somewhere. I'll hide in a grassy area. They'll be trying to go for my tower. They'll think nobody's there. And a lot of people won't do that. A lot of people won't take the time to just stand in a bush because they know someone's coming. But I'll do that because I know it'll be worth it once I take that hero down. I'm going to get even more fed, and I'm going to be even more viable to my team. And I know that they won't be able to escape me because they're going to be too close to my tower. So my tower is going to start hitting them too. So there's really nothing that certain people can do in certain situations, and you just have to be able to analyze that and see that for yourself, and then be able to make the right decisions to attack. Maybe you're in a situation where you don't want to attack, because honestly there are some situations where you don't want to attack even if you have a player like Alpha. And that's the mistake that I make a lot of the times when I'm playing. I think that I have a team that is supportive. Like, just because my teammates are right behind me literally, I assume they're going to do something. So it's safe to assume that you should keep an eye on your teammates. Make sure they're actually doing their part. Make sure they actually know what they're doing. If they're like 0-9 or something, don't expect them to really have your back, because it shows that they don't really know how to play the game. They're not that experienced. And yeah, all that stuff. So you really need to be observant of the game. That's what it comes down to when it comes to playing a player like Alpha. Like I said, I think he should be a passively played player, and it actually depends on the situation too, honestly, because there are times where he needs to be an aggressive player. He needs to be that force that's out there on the map scaring people, that's making them fear or think twice about moving forward because he's out there. Because no one wants to move up on Alpha, especially not groups. And that's the crazy part about Alpha and how good he is. Like, that's what actually gets me kind of frustrated when I'm playing with certain teams who don't know what they're doing. Because literally, if I can jump out there and stun the entire team and I'll have no help. Like, I'll stun the entire team. All we have to do is take them out at that point. I just need somebody dealing a little damage from behind me or somewhere. Just deal a little bit more damage to these people and they're down. But no, I get surrounded, everyone starts focusing me, and they'll take me out. Like, sometimes I can pull off something crazy and kill the whole team, but that's not going to happen every time. Because just because a team gets caught off guard and lets me dive them and hit them with my ultimate and stun them all, that doesn't mean they're bad. So if it's a good team and they're experienced, they'll easily know how to focus me and just take me down very, very quickly. And that happens a lot. That happens a lot when I'm playing in ranked, definitely. But I mean, there are sometimes it doesn't happen, but it's really, really frustrating not having that team back up. But it's something that we all have to go through. And that's something that I've tried to fix. I have a finding a team video. That's something that I did to help people find teams and stuff like that. So there are ways coming about to find teams. But until then, it just really comes down to practicing and really learning how to hone your own skills, because you can't control other people. Like, that's why I'm not too hard set on becoming a legend right now in Mobile Legends, because I understand that it's going to come down to me finding the right team. Like, really, when it comes to winning and losing and ranked play, it really just comes down to, is this team a team that knows what they're doing, or is this team a team that has absolutely no clue what they're doing? So yeah, that's really all I wanted to talk about in this video. I just really wanted to explain my perspective and my thoughts on Alpha. There's a lot of different ways he could be played. Sometimes he needs to be that head-on aggressive player. Sometimes he needs to be passive, and I'd say the times for him to be passive is when the other team is fed, because even a fed other team, like, he's a good counter for a fed team, because he can still stun them. Like, it doesn't matter how fed a team is if they're all stunned. So in this stun meta, like, he is definitely a good counter to a lot of people, and that's because he's like the king of the stun. Like, he literally has the most potential to stun the most people, and he's really just an amazing player. He's good at a lot of things, but you just have to know when to use the thing that he's good at. He's a good defender, he's a good attacker, he's a good passive player, and he's a good jungler. He's actually a really, really good jungler. He's my favorite person to jungle with. And speaking of jungling, I know that I need to do that video where I tell you all how to play each one of the roles from my perspective, and all of that. Those videos are coming soon. I'm definitely going to be doing those videos soon, but this is just a topic I wanted to talk about because I was just sitting here thinking about Alpha, thinking about the meta, and thinking about some good team compositions, and I'm also going to be making some videos on that as well soon, so make sure you stay on the lookout for that. But that's pretty much it. I just wanted to talk a little bit about Alpha with you all, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So if you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe for more Mobile Legends content and conversations. Make sure you comment down below any questions, concerns, any thoughts you have, because we love having conversations over here on this channel. Drop a like on the video if you enjoyed the content, and I will catch y'all on the next one, man. Peace out.